Hey guys, and welcome back to Roblox Trendy. Developers at Roblox never fail to lose out on an opportunity of creating new games. If they are so subtle and quick at doing that generally, then how would it be possible for them to skip creating games about rogues? Since people are going nuts for rogue games these days, it was due time we presented a list of Roblox alternatives to rogue games. So here's a list of 7 roguelike Roblox games worth playing. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Alright, let's get the show on the road. At number 7, The Vast Realm. The Vast Realm is an RPG game created back in early 2020, but has been regularly updated ever since, and the most recent of those happened in the month of March. The game has had more than 1.2 million visits, which clearly shows how enthusiastic people have been since its release. The fact that the developers of the game explicitly use the word roguelike game in the description of the game proves our purpose of including it in this list. But if you wish to know more, you should know that the game relies on permanent mechanics. At number 6, Exoria World's End. Exoria World's End clearly takes direct inspiration from games like Rogue Lineage and so forth and thus. It takes pride in expressing itself as an RPG game, where you get the vibes of roguelike games. The game focuses on using semi-hardcore magic and elements, but since it has a lot of quests and missions to go and do, there is also a final battle with the boss. There's just so much to do in this game. At number 5, World Zero. Coming up next is World Zero, which happens to be another pretty famous MMORPG game in our list. The game was created back in 2019, but it was fully released in the year 2020. There are 3 different categories that you could choose from in the game, which are the Swordsmaster, Mage, or Defender. The categories are basically called classes in the game, and there are numerous tiers involved with each of the classes too. Each class has their different characteristics and features, but I guess you'd know that for a fact by now. At number 4, Midnight from Remnant. Midnight from Remnant happens to be a pretty new game on the Roblox platform, which obviously means that it would have comparatively fewer players visiting the game as well, but that doesn't mean that the game doesn't qualify to be called an MMORPG. The best feature about this game, which basically stands it out from the rest, is that this game has a rare type of magic in it that allows you to bind your weapons. The game calls the magic a semblance, but it might have other names in other magical franchises as well. At number 3, Kingdom Life 2. This MMORPG game basically takes you back to the medieval times where you live a life in a very mysterious world. There is so much stuff that goes on over there, such as the fact that there is a definite threat of chivalry and plague laying on your head forever in the game. The game allows you to select a race for yourself where you can either be an elf, a cat person, a human, or many others. At number 2, World of Magic. This game too happens to be an MMORPG that takes you to the magical world of mages. The game happens to be pretty similar to a Harry Potter MMO, as you have the option of building up guilds or even becoming a Dark Lord. This game also has 5 different categories of magic, and along with that you have the option of using different armors and consumables to upgrade your game. Another really cool part about the game is that there's a reputation system in it where you can compete with the other players in the game. And lastly, we come to Dark Blocks. There is a pretty huge possibility that you might have played this game, or at least heard of it at least once in your gaming career. The name this game has is one of the reasons it got famous, but that's not why we included it in the list. This game happens to be another MMORPG that follows a similar pattern to roguelike games, which makes it a very good candidate for anyone looking for these sorts of games. The best part about this game is that since it happens to be so famous, you'll find plenty of people online whenever you log into this game's servers. So make sure you try out all of these games, because apart from having similar features to roguelike games, they all happen to be extremely fabulous too. And with that, it's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you next time.